Hey Sagittarius, I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to your love reading for whenever you are drawn to these messages. We're going to do two spreads. The first is going to be for my super single Sagittarius collective. So those of you who are not even thinking about anybody, not dealing with anybody, that reading might be for you. And then the second one is going to be for everyone else, whether you're thinking about talking, dating, etc., etc. There might be some messages there for you. But let's jump into our super singles reading and start by pulling some oracle cards to see what energy is surrounding this reading for you. We have one that flipped out, and what we have for you is the unsaid, showing I love you or like you without physically saying it. Didn't say it yet. Let's see what other energies are surrounding my single Sagittarius collective right now. What's going on with my single Sagittarius? Your cards are stuck. Your cards are so stuck, Sag. I don't think any other of my readings have done this. What is going on? Are you in a rut right now? Second card that came out, Waning Moon. What do you need to release? And then your last card out, we have the Snake. Okay. Single Sagittarius, it feels like you're holding on to something and it might be time for you to let it go. There might be a roadblock when it comes to you and relationships. It feels as though there are some things that you haven't been able to sort of get off of your chest. It's almost as if you were in a relationship or some type of dealing with someone previously that I think ended pretty badly, and you were left with a whole lot of feels that you haven't been able to sort of get off your chest. It's almost as if you haven't at this point gotten the closure that you need to move on. And full disclosure, I'm not a huge believer in quote closure or final conversations. My whole thing is, if a person acts up and they walk out of your life, then that's all the closure that you need. But there are others who want to ask those questions, who want to get some sort of answer on why they acted that way, why they treated you the way that they did. And I think for a lot of people, there's this question that always kind of floats around their head is, why did I deserve that? And the fact is, Sag, you didn't deserve to be mistreated by this person. You didn't. You didn't deserve to be deceived. You didn't deserve to be lied to. You didn't deserve any of that. But this is the energy that it feels like you're holding on to right now. And it feels as though you're going to have to figure out a way to sort of release that energy, whether it's actually having this conversation with this person or through meditation or therapy or whatever means, resonates with you. But there's just a lot of sort of residual relationship baggage that seems like it's weighing you down a little bit. So let's jump into the tarot and see what's happening. Where are you in your journey for a relationship? And Sag singles, the first card that came out for you is the Ten of Air or the Ten of Swords. This is disappointment. This is betrayal. This is you feeling stabbed in the back. This is deception and deceit. There's a lot of heavy energy right here. So it feels like where you are in terms of your relationship is still dealing with some level of betrayal that you experienced from another person. So your current challenge, we have the Two of Water in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse. This is a lack of a partnership, right? This is that lack of connection. This is not having that person. So your biggest challenge right now, I think, is feeling very lonely. It's feeling very alone. It's feeling that sense of lack of not having that partner that I think you were looking forward to having. Now, something you might consider embracing. What does Spirit want you to embrace right now? We have the Eight of Fire or the Eight of Wands. This is movement. This is moving forward. So I feel like Spirit is saying right now you need to embrace this momentum. You need to embrace this energy that you're feeling and use it to move forward, to move away from this energy, from this feeling of lack, from this feeling of betrayal. It's time for you to move. Now, what is it that you might need to think about releasing? Oy vey. We have call in reverse. And we also have the 6 of water or 6 of cups in reverse. So it feels as though Spirit is saying right now that you might need to let go of having a conversation with this person, or letting go of this thought that you need to revisit the past to be able to move forward. I don't necessarily know if going back down that rabbit hole is actually going to serve you in any type of meaningful way. I don't think that if you have this conversation with this person that it's actually going to satisfy you. I think that it would be an exercise in frustration where you have all of these emotions, this energy, this confusion, and this other person is just kind of like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. Like, the energy that's coming from whoever this is that you dealt with in the past is very unbothered. Like, they don't seem concerned that you're not in a good place. And that's very telling. I think this energy that you're getting from them, this dismissive energy that you received, is what's holding you up from moving forward. So what's the best path for you? How do you move on? How do you move forward? We have the 7 of fire. So this is the 7 of wands. This is a fighting energy. So I feel like Spirit is saying you got to fight through this. Like, Sag, there's just no other way. You're going to have to fight through this if you don't want to stay stuck. If you want to move forward to a healthier, wonderful relationship, you're going to have to push through. And we also have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So the Knight of Swords upright is a very in and out, very wishy-washy energy. And Spirit is saying that it's time to get in the place where you sort of stand firm, where you move forward purposely. And if there's any residual energy, if this person happens to be in and out, and I don't necessarily think that they are, and that's probably why you're a little bit confused, because they seem to be able to cut things off pretty easily with you. So I think that Spirit is saying, you know what? Don't even worry about them coming back in or not. And if by chance they try it, cut them off dead at the pass. Like, just don't even engage. But Spirit is saying that it's up to you right now to push through this energy, because otherwise you're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay in this place of hurt. You're going to stay in this place of disappointment. And that's not where you were meant to be. It's time for you to move past it. So looking at your potential future outcome, we have the 7 of air or the 7 of swords. So this is the deception card, right? This is the card of someone who is not necessarily a good person. This is someone who's a little bit shady, a little bit underhanded, and we also have strength in reverse. I think that in the immediate future, you're still going to be sort of battling with your own emotions, right? And I think that you're going to still be processing this nasty energy. And there feels like almost times where you want to sort of cave in and you want to reach out to this person and sort of read them the riot act. We have transformations in reverse. And so it feels as though Spirit is saying that, you know what? If that's what you choose to do, because, you know, we're grown folks and we have our own will, but understand that doing that is not going to change anything. So the best thing for you to do is to fight through this energy and move forward. Embrace moving on and letting this person go, letting the past go, because looking back, sitting in this energy is not going to serve you. It's not going to bring you anything different or meaningful for your life. And it's certainly not going to be the thing that helps you move forward. So looking at your last oracle card. Let's see what final message Spirit has for you. Final message for my Sagittarius singles. We have within nothing, there is everything. So again, I feel like Spirit is saying that even though right now you feel like you don't have anything when it comes to relationships, that within that empty space, there's the potential for everything to happen. But you're going to have to move forward in order to bring it into you. You're going to have to figure out a way to make your own closure so that you free up this space. Because the potential is unlimited. Now that you don't have this person sort of in your physical plane, it's time for you to clear out their energy so that in that space, there's unlimited possibilities. You can go out, you can meet people, you can start with a clean slate, but you have to clear this out. You have to create nothingness in this situation, in your energy. Blank page, clean slate. So I'm going to leave it there for my singles. And we're going to jump now over to the not so single Sagittarius collective and see what's going on in their world. All right, my not so single Sagittarius collective, if you are thinking about casually dating, involved with someone, this reading might be for you. We're going to grab some oracle cards to start and see what's happening in your romantic world. First card out that we have is Game Face. Taking things very seriously, a competition, the look, in it to win it, and fake it till you make it. Let's grab another oracle card, see what else is happening in your romantic world. And the one that flew out, we have Confidence is your key to success, New Moon in Leo. And let's grab one more. And we have the Lady. All right, so not so single Sagittarius. When it comes to you dating, like you are standing in full ass boss mode, right? This is you out there sort of with your shoulders squared, very confident in what you want in another person and what you want out of a relationship. There is a very strong energy coming through. And it's not, something that's like super aggressive or you're walking around like with your claws out like, it doesn't feel like that. It feels as though you are carrying you're carrying yourself in such a dignified way that you have like sort of this quiet strength, this confidence that you're just sort of exuding, and you're not really letting people into what it is that you're thinking, what it is that you're feeling. It doesn't seem as though you're in a place where it's like, I don't really have any reason to show you my cards. Like, I know what I want. I'm not going to settle for less than what I want. All I'm doing right now is seeing if you're going to give me that. So it feels like, this feels like a real boss energy. I'm not even mad at y'all, Sagittarius. Like, you were just like, show me what you got. Because I'm worth it. I deserve it. So that's kind of how you're showing up in your dealings with other people. But let's take a peek and see what's going on in your current relationship. And the first card out is Star. This is wish fulfillment. This is dreams coming true. And on the bottom of the deck, we actually have the 10 of water, the 10 of cups. So this is ultimate wish fulfillment. So I think right now, Sag, what's happening with you and your dating life, and I don't think that this is someone that if you're dating them, it hasn't been very, very long. I'm not sensing marriage or like a very long-term committed relationship. This is somewhere in sort of that in-between phase. Like, this is sort of the honeymoon phase where you all aren't necessarily casually dating, but you're not like walking down the aisle either. It's somewhere in the middle. It feels as though you are still letting this person show you what they have to offer. And so far, it seems as though they're kind of stepping up. It seems like they're stepping up. So Let's take a peek at the energy that you're bringing to this relationship. Wow. Okay. We have the 9 of water, or the 9 of cups, and we also have the 7 of earth, or the 7 of pentacles. This is you being patient. This is you waiting, like you're enjoying the time that you're spending with this person, but it's kind of like, yeah, but we're just at the seed planting stage. Let's see what kind of fruit pops up off of this. Let's see what kind of harvest we can get from this time being invested. So it feels as though you are in a very, very patient energy when it comes to this relationship, that you are going with the flow. You are enjoying every second of it, but you're not rushing anything along. It doesn't feel like any pressure on your part. Now, as for your person, what are they bringing? The 8 of water, or the 8 of cups, and they also have justice. So it feels as though your person has left some things in the past. They are moving towards you. They are consistently moving towards you. And this is something that they're doing very intentionally. This is something that they have thought through. They're ready to move forward. I feel like they're ready to move away from this sort of not quite casual phase into something else that's a little bit more secure, something that's a little bit more stable, long-term, something that's a little bit more serious. So there's movement on their part. They're ready, right? They're ready to move towards something that's a bit more permanent. So what we have for the potential for this relationship, we have the 8 of earth, or the 8 of pentacles in reverse. And let's see if we can clarify this a little bit. We have patience. So this is, I think, something that is moving along nicely. This is something that is going to seem very effortless. And I think that you have sort of embraced that energy already, right? With the 9 of cups, just sort of being in your happy place. And with the 7 of pentacles, just planting the seeds and being patient to see when they bear fruit and all of that good stuff. But it's not something that's struggle. Like I just heard, this isn't struggle love. So this is something that is moving forward at not the fastest pace in the world, but something that's utterly and completely sustainable for you. This is something that's just very, very easy. It's just going with the flow. Absolutely going with the flow. And it's a nice feeling. So what we have for any lessons or takeaways that you need to take from this, we have transformations in reverse. And let's see if we can, okay, I was about to say, let's see if we can clarify that a little bit. We have temptation, and we also have the 7 of water. So it feels as though Spirit is saying to be a little bit cautious, right? Because even though things are pretty good with this person, there feels like the chance for things to become a little bit stagnant on one side or the other. And there might be some sort of temptation to explore what else is out there. And if you all aren't in a committed relationship, then please, by all means, go out and explore. But just because things are moving a little bit slowly doesn't mean that they're not moving. So, I think that there's a little bit of caution here where it's kind of like, don't get too frustrated, and don't go with sort of, well, the grass may be greener over here, but it feels as though this is the time for you to, I think, take account of your options that you have and see which one is the best for you. Now, I feel that this person that you're dealing with right now is a pretty good fit, even though they're moving, they're moving slowly. And I think that you're okay with that. Just be careful that you stay in communication with them, that you continually let them know what it is that you're looking for and what it is that you need, so that they can make the decision to show you whether or not they're willing to give you that, whether they're willing to adapt. There might be some temptation out there that's surrounding you that says, you know, hey, come look at me. Come look at me. That's not going anywhere. So just sort of keep an eye on that. Again, I think that this is a good fit, but there might be some folks that also pop into your space that might be tempting. Vet them carefully, because I don't know if they're going to be bringing the same level of energy that your current person is. So anything else that my Sagittarius collective needs to know? That wanted to flip over, but didn't quite make it. What else do you need to know? We have the Six of Earth in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is usually about balance. This is about equal give and take, right? So I feel like one of the things that you might think about is making sure that as this person is kind of moving forward, that you, if you're interested in this person, if you want to continue dating them, that you give in return, right? That you give a little bit of reciprocity for the energy and the effort that they're putting in. Give that back a little bit, right? We also have the King of Fire. So this is something that's very passionate. So I think that over time, this patience that you're having, you know, and sort of letting things unfold, letting this person show you what they have to offer and kind of letting them take the lead, that's totally fine. But again, give them enough so that they know that you're still interested, right? Don't sort of be too complacent or let your eyes wander too much. But I do see what you might see right now is that there's a growing passion, that there's a growing excitement and a bond between the two of you. So I know things are moving a little slowly. I don't think that you're entirely upset about that. I think that you're willing to be patient and see where this goes. But I do think that there is something absolutely lovely growing, because this person seems more than willing to put in the work. They seem very intentional with you. And I think that that's because of the energy that you're giving, that you're not going to settle for anything less than what it is that you deserve, what it is that you're looking for. And I think that this person is doing everything they can to make sure that they step up to the plate and that they come at this absolutely correctly. So pulling one last oracle card, see what final message that Spirit has for you. We have God Speaks. So I do think that this card is tied to, you know, sort of the lesson section of your reading, right? And that doing this vetting for other options that might pop up while you're sort of being patient and seeing how this unfolds. There's an important element, I think, in with you standing in your confidence, right? And you sort of standing in your full power. I do think that there's an element of making sure that you continually check in with yourself, that you listen to your intuition, that you listen to the voice from your higher self. You listen to God, Spirit, the universe speaking to you, and make sure that you take that into account as you move forward. So make sure that you listen to the messages that you are receiving as far as this relationship. They'll let you know whether or not you're on the right track, whether this person's intentions stay pure, whether they stay clear. So just make sure to keep doing that check-in. But Sag, you're doing great. This person looks pretty solid. It looks like you're taking the right approach. So I hope that everything works out for you, but it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to leave it there for you guys. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.